All right, go ahead.
Awesome. Wow. Hi, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Awesome. Awesome. We're so excited to see you all. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us tonight, our Optavia family. Tonight, I'm going to share a little bit of my story, the heart of Optavia, and then we're going to have Tanya offer some encouragement and tips to navigate through the holiday season. 2 more weeks till Christmas, and then we start into the new year and that sort of thing. So I'm so excited to finally be hosting this Zoom. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I know a lot of you know that Jeff and I have been really busy on the campaign trail, and now that we've finished that up, I've been excited to be able to stay on my own health journey and coach so many of you guys through your health journey while we've been busy on the campaign trail. But little things like this, I just didn't get to do. So I'm so excited to now be here sharing all this with you guys. I want to take a minute to thank so many of you all on here, my coaches and my coaches' coaches, and you're all out literally inspiring so many people, hundreds of people every single day. And for that, I'm so, so thankful. It's been exciting to watch our team grow, whether it's a client jumping on to lose their weight or a coach joining us to pay this gift forward to other people. It's just been amazing. And thank you for helping me make this call happen tonight. Thank you for reaching out to all of your clients and for just being part of my team. I'm just so grateful for that. Without all of y'all, we couldn't have done it. So let me tell you a little bit about me and my story and introduce you guys to my journey. Jeff's going to share the screen in just a second and kind of show you my before and after picture. I started January of 2016. So my name is Brooke Duncan, and I'm married to my high school sweetheart, Jeff. We have 3 boys, Parker, who's in high school, a junior, Baylor, who's in middle school, a 7th grader, and Ryder, who's in 2nd grade at Hall Creek Elementary School. Throughout my 20s and 30s, I really was always able to maintain my weight pretty easily, like controlling nutrition and exercising a few days a week. And I made pretty good nutrition choices. But as I had my last little guy, Ryder, and I started getting a little older, approaching the 35, 40 mark, I began to notice that I was gaining those 5 or 10 pesky pounds a year. And it really made me unhappy. It frustrated me. So I did the only thing I knew to do then. I upped my exercise, got it more intense, and went to the gym more frequently. But it just frustrated me more and more because nothing was changing with the scale. So I began to be really uncomfortable in my own skin, and those extra pounds really started to play with my mind. And we all know the mental health piece of this is so important. So I was introduced to Optavia by a family member who had lost 40 pounds. When she told me she was going to start the plan and just do a little bit of exercise and really focus on the nutrition, I thought, yeah, right. How in the world is this going to work? Because I had been exercising myself like crazy, making good food choices, and my scale kept going up and up and up. But I watched her journey silently. The first month, she lost weight. She started to gain energy. The second month, she looked good, like her clothes were starting to really get loose, and I could see the confidence growing in her. And the third month, I was getting jealous. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to reach out and figure out what she's doing. So I reached out to her health coach, who is my health coach and an amazing mentor, Stacy, who I could not have done it without, back in January of 2016. And I was one of the New Year's resolution people. I started then, and I'm thrilled to tell you I hit my goal of losing 23 pounds in a little over 2 months. And other than my faith and my family, I believe Optavia is the biggest blessing that I've ever had in my life. Improving my physical health made a huge difference for me. And I believe that we all learn so many things about ourselves throughout the journey. And I'd like to share just a couple little aha moments that I had throughout my journey. I had a really unhealthy relationship with the scale and exercise. I didn't exercise because I enjoyed it. I exercised because I felt guilty not going. If I didn't get a workout in, I beat myself up mentally every single day. And the biggest issue I had was I just quit getting on the scale. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to live in a state of denial, which is such a unhealthy habit that I needed to break. So when I started the program, I said, you know what, I'm going to get on the scale a couple times a week, and I'm going to mentally shift that the scale does not own me. There are so many other non-scale victories other than that scale. The scale's good, but there's so many other things that judge us, that we move forward in our health. I also had the mentality that less was more. If I could skip meals and not eat, I was proud of myself. And we all know now that that is not the case. We need to fuel our body. Food is fuel, and good food is really good fuel. I also learned that I was very, very much an emotional eater. I snacked a whole lot more than I thought. And I had to learn to control my emotions, to turn it into something other than food when I felt stressed out. So I made myself a healthy menu. I wrote down things I love to do other than eat. Go for a walk, do a devotional, call a friend. Clip coupons was one thing I really enjoyed doing. So when I got stressed out and I was in the season of life with my kids, I literally would go to my healthy menu and I would do something other than go to the kitchen or the pantry. And I would really, really encourage you all to write yourself a list of things that you enjoy doing so that when you feel tempted, go do something else. But most importantly, I learned that nutrition was key. You have to eat to keep your metabolism running. I was really proud to lose my weight, but I gained so much more. I became a better mom. I became more confident. I was a better wife. I became passionate to help others experience the joy that I had found with this program. I found purpose in paying this gift forward. I love, love, love helping other people. And when you find something that works, you truly want to shout it from the rooftops. And I'm so glad I said yes, because looking at all of y'all, my yes allowed y'all to say yes. My coach's yes allowed me. And it's just this ripple effect. It's just this beautiful, beautiful thing. And that's just a piece of my story. And I want you to all know that you're writing your own story. I want to encourage you all to stay on course towards your own goals and completing your story. Keep your mind fixated on your why you want to get there, what you want to accomplish. Dream big. Because with Optavia, you can do anything you set your mind to. Any goal with your help, we can help you accomplish. So I want to pass the mic over to Jeff for just a few minutes. He was one of my first clients, and it was awesome to watch him lose his weight. And I think when you have your family involved in this journey, it makes it all the better. But he said something to me that touched me a couple weeks ago. He said, Brooke, I don't know that I could have ever run this race with this campaign that we just went through the last 2 years if I didn't have the energy from Optavia and losing the weight that I did. So he just returned from a conference with Tanya and I in Phoenix, and it was kind of the first time he got a glimpse of Optavia other than being a client. So I wanted him just to share for a few minutes kind of what he took away from that weekend.
So I'm not only a client, I'm also her husband, and I've got my own story to tell. We started 2 years ago. We knew we were going to be really busy and get involved with politics on a higher level. And so I lost 25 pounds. And I think the most impressive part for me is that it's been easy to keep the weight off. And that's really what has kind of caught my attention as to this is not just a diet. This is a whole lifestyle. And so to watch her get to continue to build the team and to be able to help so many people across our Rolodex has been really, really neat to watch. But this past couple of weeks, we went to Phoenix to a convention with Tanya and Gene Ritter, and it was called Intentionality. Intentionality. And so really it was just focused on, watching so many other people who are experiencing the same things that we are, right? Not just the weight loss, but also just the better decision-making and just the way that you can affect your life and improve your quality of life. And so we watched thousands of people that are experiencing the same journey. And I realized that this company is so involved with making a difference in people's lives. This isn't just about a diet. It's about changing the trajectory of somebody's health. And so it's been neat to be a part of it. It's neat to be part of this with Brooke and to be able to help us to continue to grow and influence so many people's lives. And if we can do it through this season of life, the last 2 years, then anybody can do it. So thank you.
That's true. Right. So it was just fun because I've loved Optavia the last few years, but to get your spouse to go buy in and see the culture was just something that I will never, ever, ever forget. It just meant the world to me, and I just wanted to kind of come together and share it with our team. Next up, I'd love to introduce Tanya. Tanya Ritter is more than a client to me. She's an amazing friend. She is a coach to so many of you all. She pours into her clients daily. She loves this program. And what's impressive about her is she had an amazing weight loss story, but she started the day before Halloween. And she went through October, she went through November, she went through Christmas, and kept rolling along. And so I thought tonight we could just take a few minutes and hear from her a little bit about her story and just her offer us some encouragement to get through the holiday season successfully, because you can do it. So Tanya, will you take yourself off mute, girlfriend, and share with us a little tonight?
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Brooke. I'm Tanya Ritter. I am an Optavia coach on Brooke's team. I had the pleasure of starting my journey in October of 2016. As Brooke said, I started on October 28th, so a couple days before Halloween. So I know what it's like to go through the holidays, and I'll tell you a little bit about my story in a second. But first of all, I want to thank all of you who joined our call tonight. We realize this is a busy, busy time. Everyone's got a million things to do and running in a million different ways. So thank you for taking the time to join our call. We love Optavia. As you heard from Brooke and Jeff, we were in Arizona a couple weeks ago, and it was amazing to hear the heart of our company. We knew it was amazing, but just to hear it from our leaders really brought it to us, and we wanted to share that with you guys when we came back. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I started my journey October 28th of 2016. I went through the holidays. I made the decision not to come off plan. And I started not sure what my weight loss goal is. You can see that picture is October. That was the pumpkin patch right before I started. And I challenged myself not to use the holidays as an excuse. A lot of us, I know, get in the mindset, what's the holidays? I'll wait till January. But I challenge you to really think about that and not use the holidays as an excuse to come off plan. I was down 30 pounds at the end of the year. I chose to stay on plan. I chose to go through all the parties, all the get-togethers and everything, and eat what I needed to eat to fuel my body and not to indulge in all that I did. And so we're going to talk about a couple of ways to do that. One, don't use the holidays as an excuse. The holidays really, if you think about, we are 2 weeks away from Christmas. So that's 14 days. So that's 84 meals when we eat 6 times a day, if you're on the 5 and 1. So really, you only have 4 meals. You have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. That's really 4 meals out of 84 meals. So you need to decide what's going to work for you and what's going to work for your goals and where you want to be as you start 2019. So let's talk about a couple of tips. When everybody has parties to go to, you have dinners, you have get-togethers, plan ahead. The best thing you can do is to have a game plan. If you're going to a dinner, if you're going to a restaurant, look at the menu ahead of time. Figure out what can I have and still stay on plan, what is on lean and green. If you're going to a party where you're not going to have any control over the food, eat before you go. Have your lean and green before you go. And then you're not hungry, you're not starving, so you can make good choices. If you're taking something, take something that you know you can have. Take a vegetable tray, take an appetizer. There are tons of different choices on Pinterest and Sandy's Kitchen of healthy appetizers that are on the 5 and 1 plan. So plan ahead, go. If you can have your fueling before you go. If you're going to be eating at the party and not having your lean and green earlier, make sure you plan your fueling so you can have it. Just don't show up hungry. And take your water. Put in a fancy cup. Put in a Christmas cup. Put it in whatever. But make sure you take your water. And while you're there, focus on your friends and family. Don't focus on the food. Make it about the socializing. Stand away from the food. Everybody tends to gather around the table where the food is. Move away from that if you can. And don't stand right there. And then also have a plan. When someone's offering you food or drink that you're not going to have because it's not on plan, think about ahead of time when they're, oh, come on, have a bite of this. Try this. Oh, have a sip of this drink. Everybody knows what I'm talking about because you get it all the time. Go ahead and think in your mind what you're going to say. An example, I'm working with a health coach to get healthy, to reach my goals, and I'm not going to have that tonight. I'm sure it's great, but I'm not going to have it. But just think about ahead of time. And if you're going to an event that you're nervous about, talk to your coach, reach out to your coach, lean into your coach. And that's what we're here. We're here to help you be successful. So I really do encourage you and challenge you not to make the holidays an excuse to come off plan. And if you do make that decision, the holidays, one day, 4 meals at the most. It's not a month. So thank you, Brooke. I appreciate you giving me the time to share those.
Girl, that was great. Thank you. That was so inspiring, and you did it. You stayed on track during that time. So that's why I just think it's so vital to share those tips, which is good. Thank you for sharing. And I agree with Tanya. I think the biggest key, friends, is just have a plan. Know what you want to accomplish the holiday season. Share that plan with your coach because they want you to succeed. They've walked the path before you. They know the obstacles. They know the ways to overcome them, so to speak. We can help you if we know what you want, but we can't help you if we don't know what you're experiencing. So just make sure you share with us. As we close tonight, I just want you to think about your desires for the upcoming year. What does 2019 kind of have in store for you and your health? And kind of think about your reality right now and own it. Kind of like Tanya said, are you moving right along in the fast lane, losing the weight, losing your interest? If so, keep going. You can do it through the holidays. If you're close to your goal, you're getting ready for transition and maintenance stage of the plan, be proud of yourself, but finish the drill, right? You're not done. We find the people that transition keep their weight off the longest. So really lean into your coach during the transition stage. If you've lost your momentum, you're not alone. If you've lost your way, if you've let the holidays be your excuse, don't focus on the negative. Don't beat yourself up. Restart and refocus your mind. Remember your why. Remember what you talked to your health coach about way back when. And like I said, if this is you, don't beat yourself up. Reach out to your coach. That's what we're here for. Own it. Decide on your new day one, and let's move forward. You only fail at this when you quit. You only fail when you quit. And you can do it. Remember that even though this is such a festive and fabulous time of the year, we see tons of people starting to refocus, wanting to get back in shape, losing the holiday pounds, and desiring more in their health after the holidays. This is the time you're really going to inspire people. And this is the time that you're going to get a lot of questions. What are you doing? What are you doing? And if I can offer you just a couple suggestions to help your friends and family through this. Remember to connect them with your health coach. Connect them in a 3-way text. We love to pass along referrals to y'all to offer you credit on your account for your program. But when you just share with them all about Optavia, it confuses them and they don't really understand. So if you will, instead of just sharing their number with your health coach's number with your friend, connect them in a 3-way text. Connect them with a private Facebook message, because that shows trust. When you put it that way, that shows trust. Not that your health coach is going to hound them, but then they're able to reach out versus you just handing them their number. It goes in their pocket and they never get healthy with Optavia. We want them to connect with us because we know this program rocks. It's life-changing. We found that 3-way text offers a lot of trust and validity. Or just for me to throw it out there, because I'm so glad I did, you might want to take a leap of faith and coach with us. Your friends and families would love to be coached by somebody that they know and trust. And we have an amazing coaching community where we work together, we team coach, and it offers such a sense of flexibility and amazing purpose. So it's kind of like a cherry on top with Optavia. We're all getting healthy mind, we're getting healthy body, but healthy finances is just a beautiful part of the trilogy, so to speak. So if that sparks any interest in your heart, or you wonder what that would look like, just reach out to your health coach and explore just a little bit of what that would look like. Thank you for joining us tonight. My desire is to do these Zooms more often. And I pray that becomes a reality, and I'm going to do my best to make that happen, just to offer some value to our team and our community and share support and encouragement with each other. So don't be surprised if we ask some of you guys to share your stories, because we have amazing, amazing and transformational stories within our organization. So we'll see you in January. I'm hoping that's our next Zoom, and we'll talk about getting the new year started off right and hear more stories of life change that's happening. Keep up the good work, friends. You've got this, and we all believe in you. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining our first ever Zoom. Good night.
Thanks, Brooke.